Hello and welcome back to 10 Buck Test Bench, day 2 of the flea market, and today's haul. Now today's haul is nowhere near as large as yesterday's haul. However, we bought some significant items at some significant cost savings today. Over here we have some bags of Nichicon and Panasonic electrolytics, 105C rated. And these capacitors are probably $2-3 a piece if you buy them new. There's 20 or 30 in each bag, and they were just a couple dollars a bag each, plus a bag of disc ceramics, 10 nanofarad. I think they're 1 kV rated, if I'm not mistaken. No, these are 500 volt rated, but that's alright. They'll still be useful. I could have barely bought 3 or 4 of the capacitors for what I paid for the whole pile. Just an unbelievable deal. The guy had cleaned out a shop that had just closed down, and these were leftover inventory. He had boxes and boxes of capacitors. Unfortunately, most of them were 6, 10, 15 volt ratings. I was looking for higher voltages. Most of these are 400 or 500 volt rated. Stuff I needed. Over here we have a DeVry Institute's transistorized voltmeter. That item was free, 100% free. Yes, it's dirty. That's part of the charm. We can clean it up. We'll open it up, find out how badly the batteries have leaked inside, but I'm sure we can recover that. For the beginner, a nice little voltmeter. A toy I bought myself, another CW Keyer. I have a theory that if I spend enough money and buy enough CW equipment, I will eventually become a decent CW operator. I have yet to prove that theory, but I'm still working on it. We have over here a transistor tester, and there's people that say those are of limited use in today's world, but it was, again, free. And you can see from the face, let's get a good close-up here. It looks better on camera than it does in person. It's pretty nasty. But when I get through cleaning that up, I think it's going to look nearly new. Worst case, we have a plastic project box, and you'll pay $7 or $8 for those at the electronics store. Maybe more for something this size. And don't worry about the holes in the front panel. You take this piece of aluminum, buy another piece of aluminum from, say, the Home Despot or one of the home improvement stores. Carefully measure the size of this, and with a fine-tooth carbide-tipped saw blade, you can use a table saw and cut a new panel to the exact same dimensions. Then you merely clamp the two panels together and transfer the holes through with a drill, and you have a brand new front panel for your project box. However, I think I can get this working, and we'll have a transistor tester for a giveaway. I bought myself another toy. This is a very old Bird watt meter, and it has ranges of there goes my stupid Windows 10. We have a 200 watt and a 2000 watt scale, and I paid $10 for that. The guy said it didn't work. However, he did say the meter movement was good. He said it's something wrong with the pickup line inside, and the directional coupler, that's the right word, the directional coupler, and I'm sure I can figure that out. It was 10 bucks, and yeah, if it works, great. If it doesn't, it's 10 bucks. Big deal. And here we have 2 voltmeters. Now, I told you in the first video that I had passed by, the guy had a stack of these. Well, he still had a stack of them, and I should have bought 2 of these. But I only bought one. This was $5, and they claim they are working. The meter on the bottom, I paid $1 for, and the guy who sold it to me said that it works, except occasionally it stops working, and if you give it a couple of taps, it starts working again. I've got to believe I can fix that. So I took a risk, and I spent a whole $1 on that one. The only caveat for the young players, if you buy this equipment, it usually does not come with a power cord. However, you see the plug, the connector on the back here, this one right here. This thing is as dead common as they come. Do not buy a cord. That same cord, that same plug configuration is used on virtually every desktop computer. It's used on nearly every desktop computer monitor. It's used on a plethora of test equipment. Those cords are as common as ticks in New Hampshire in the springtime. You shouldn't be paying for them. Look for monitors on the side of the road on trash day. Look for computers, desktop computers on the side of the road on trash day. Chances are there'll be cords and cables out there with it. Chances are the power cable you need for this equipment will be out there. Do you take a ride with Dad to the transfer station on the weekends where you take the trash? Look in the electronics pile. I'll almost guarantee you're going to find some cords. Now, on the way home from the flea market today, my buddy asked me, what are you going to fix first? And I told him I thought I was probably going to start with one of the RF signal generators and probably combine that with one of the low-end frequency counters. I'm kind of second guessing that. I'm wondering if I should do some of the voltmeters first, because that's your basic piece of test equipment in any shop. That's probably your number one piece of test equipment. Probably 80%, 90% of what goes wrong in any electronic circuit can be tracked down with a voltmeter. So I probably ought to get a couple of these up and running first, and then move on to the RF test equipment. That's it for now. Just wanted to show you, easy for me to say, just wanted to show you the scores from today. And let's see, if we total up the items, neglecting the toys I bought for myself, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items and a total cash outlay of $6. So, you do the math. Stuff can be had cheaply if you're willing to do a little legwork. And we'll do a little bit of cleanup later on. I'm the Radio Mechanic. See you soon.